Good evening, everyone. We will talk about this HDFC Nifty 50 Equal Weight Index Fund today, and what is the difference, let's say, between Nifty 50 versus this Nifty 50 Equal Weight. In few slides, we will discuss that, and we'll also discuss about the performance, how Nifty 50 Equal Weight is performing, when it is doing better compared to, let's say, Nifty 50 in following few slides. So here this title itself is very clear that we are investing in Nifty 50 Equal Weight Index Fund. Means that there are 50 stocks which are the same whatever is in the Nifty 50 index right now, but instead of investing in, let's say, different weightage, we found some smart way to invest in the same Nifty 50 stocks. And we have seen historically, basically, at times, like, this index fund can give you better return. So if you can go to the next slide, I think probably I'll tell you. So first of all, let me explain you that what are the three ways how index can be created. So there are three ways. One is the simply market cap weighted, where you are taking the full market cap, where you are not considering at all free float, etc. So that's a one way to create the index. Second way, in India, most of the indexes, if you will see, they are free float market cap weighted. Free float market cap weighted means what? Like, here whatever is the insiders or promoters, that share is removed. So whatever is available for the trade, except whatever is insider holds or promoter holds, that much weight only you are taking for a particular stock. So you don't take the 100% market cap. Whatever is available as a free float, that market cap you consider. That is the one methodology which was not there initially. I just want to explain you that initially when NSE have started their indices, they were all market cap based. They were not free float market cap based. But after that, they realized that in India, when lots of buying is happening, in stocks, we were facing the challenges to buy, etc. So and in the Western countries anyway, the methodology was a free float, market cap based. So in India also we have started that free float market cap based strategy. But when we are talking about Nifty 50, I found basically one interesting basically result, that if you are investing in an equal weight, probably if you are investing, let's say, for a longer term, you can definitely generate the better return. So this is a alternative strategy, you can say, that compared to, let's say, market cap free float based, and where each company, where we are investing equally. So rather than investing in a weight which is a free float weight, here we'll be investing equally. So there are 50 stocks, and the stocks will remain same whatever is in a Nifty 50 index. So you are ultimately investing in India's top 50 companies which are the part of the Nifty 50 index. You are investing in the same companies. Only difference that here you are investing equally, in all 50 stocks, your $100. So in the next slide, we can see, key highlights, what is there basically for this, Nifty 50 equal weight index. Number one, if you will see, same stocks of the Nifty 50 are there. So there's no difference. First of all, that, we can keep it in mind. Second most important thing is that we are investing at an equal weight. We are not, using the free float market cap, strategy here. And the third thing I want to tell you, this index is also rebalanced quarterly. So when we are saying quarterly rebalance, in the sense, let's say some stocks where prices have moved up or came down, the weightage will change on a daily basis. So for example, some stock will become 2.2%, some stock will become 2.5% over a period of quarter. But at a quarter end, basically, and all the stocks again, will be having a weightage of 2%. And this is not done by us, specifically. This is what, is done by the index company only. They only rebalance this. So whenever, they rebalance, which is a quarterly, is a frequency, we also will, rebalance all, 50 stocks. Another thing, important fourth point, if you'll see, is that basically at any point of time, if you'll see index, with composition is the same. So here is stocks, the 50 stocks will be not different compared to your Nifty 50 stock. Number of stocks, not only number of stocks, even the constituents, both are the same in the Nifty 50 or, let's say, Nifty 50 equal weight. In the following slide, we will again, see key difference of the weightage, how, it looks like. For example, if I compare Nifty 50 versus Nifty 50 equal weight, the top 5 stocks, which are the heavyweight because of the free float factor. For example, here you can see in the first table that top 5 companies are having weightage of almost 41%. While here in the equal weight, we are investing again 2% in each stock, so we'll be having only 10%. In the bottom 5 stocks also, if you'll see, the Nifty 50, because it's a free float factor is low or market cap is low, again the weightage is only 2.5%, while here we'll be having 10%. So what we are trying to say here, that Nifty 50 index, which is a well diversified index of the 50 companies, let's say, but they are using the free float market cap methodology, so their weight is different. Here our weight is equal weight, and that's why it is you can say that this index is offering the discipline investment approach, and we are not having any biasness whether market cap free float market cap is more or it is less, because we believe these are the top 50 companies of the basically, let's say, India, where you are investing. So this strategy is investing equally. This is not any sort of biasness for market cap or free float market cap. In this slide you can see the performance. Now this is very interesting slide, which is showing you ultimately it's fine whether you are investing based on, let's say, free float market cap, or whether you are investing on an equal weight, but what ultimately is the result, what is the outcome. So this slide is showing performance of last 21 years, and this is an index performance. So it is not having any sort of let's say active call you are taking. So it's a passive strategy, it's a equal weight, as we have mentioned. So if you see over a period of 21 years, it is giving you outperformance of 2%. So equal weight have given 16% CAGR return, while the Nifty index have given 14% CAGR return. So you can say that this index, equal weight index, is outperforming Nifty 50 index in not only in a basically short term, which we will see in the following slides, but in a long term also, it is giving you 2% outperformance on a CAGR basis. In following slides, we will see more attribution how this performance is giving you the results. So for example, this slide is telling you last 21 years data in each year, how your Nifty 50 equal weight is performing, how your Nifty 50 index is outperforming. So there are 21 years, that's the history of let's say equal weight index. And we have seen out of 21 years, in 15 years, this Nifty 50 equal weight is giving you positive return. And at the same time, on those, for the same 21 years, Nifty index is giving you positive return for 14 years. But when you see their average return, that's very interesting number. So on the third row, if you can see the basically average return, Nifty 50 have given 17.5% return, while the Nifty 50 equal weight is giving you 21.5% return. So average return, if you'll see, it is almost 4% difference is there on that. So in a nutshell, you can say that here that Nifty 50 equal weight index is outperforming Nifty 50 index in 13 years out of last 21 years, while Nifty 50 index is outperforming basically only 8 years that way. So there is a difference of that as well, and average return as well. So average return is more important on this slide. The number which is a 4% average return higher. This is another interesting slide. Basically, we are trying to, show you the performance only, but in a different manner. So when, now earlier slide, we have seen that how many times, index is outperforming, or let's say how much, alpha it is generating on a CAGR basis or on a yearly basis. But this slide is giving you different, basically outcome. It is showing you the timing. So when to invest, or when you can generate the better return. So we have seen basically these 21 years, whenever market is not performing, or let's say it is on a declining mode, after that decline, whenever you see market basically is in a broad-based rally kind of historically, if you'll see, that is the time when Nifty 50 equal weight is outperforming. For example, you can see March 01, March 02, March 03, all three basically index was not giving a great return at that time. But after that, whenever the rally have started, you can see in March 2004, FI4 or FI5, FI6, all 3 years, Nifty 50 equal weight is outperforming. Not only that, again, if you will say 6, 7, 8, when, especially in 2008, during the global concerns, that time, index was underperforming. But after that, if you will see, whenever the broad market, broad-based rally have started, Again, I mean, Nifty 50 equal weight have given the better return in 2009, 2010. Again, 11, 12 was not good, but then 13, 14, I mean, was, sorry, I mean, 11, 12, 13, all 3 years were not good, but 13, 14, 15 was better. Similarly, I mean, in the recent time also, in the COVID times, you have seen, I mean, market was down. But after that, I mean, whenever that broad-based rally have started, again, I mean, Nifty 50 equal weight have done better. So you can see the return last year, where equal weight have given 89% return compared to Nifty, which is only 73% return. So what we are trying to say, whenever, I mean, basically market recovers, after, I mean, basically any market decline, that is the time when, I mean, you can say that Nifty 50 equal weight is always outperforming. That's showing the historical data very, very clearly. Now, same, I mean, data, same performance data. Why, I mean, basically, let's say Nifty 50 equal weight is outperforming. So we have seen, I mean, the years when it is outperforming, or we have seen, I mean, how much, I mean, average return is extra. But here, if I see why it is, I mean, outperforming. So if there is a period of polarization, if you will see, for example, whenever, like, let's say Nifty 50 top 10 stocks are only, I mean, doing well, that time definitely, I mean, Nifty 50 equal weight is not doing, compared to, I mean, Nifty 50, it is not doing better. But after that, whenever there is a broad base, I mean, market rally, that is the time when again Nifty 50 equal weight is doing better. I am just giving you one example here. Again, if you will see again in the month of, I mean, let's say January 07 to, let's say, sorry, June, here we are having, I mean, this yearly data, but June 2017 to June 20, if you'll see, when only, I mean, top 10 stocks basically were contributing the maximum in the Nifty 50 index. But that time Nifty 50 equal weight was not doing better. But the moment, I mean, let's say after, I mean, basically this COVID, I mean, issue, whenever the broad-based market, I mean, rally have started, again, you can see that, I mean, that Nifty 50 equal weight is doing better. So you can say whenever these top 10 stocks, ultimately they are declining in a mode, or let's say their return is contribution is not, I mean, more, that is the time when your equal weight is doing better. In nutshell, I mean, I can simply say that whenever weight of top 10 stocks of Nifty 50 increase beyond a certain threshold, Nifty 50 equal weight TRI will be outperforming Nifty 50 TRI index. Now there's another way to look at this performance. These are all performance data, but we have, I mean, given in a different, I mean, way we have tried to explain. So if you are looking at, let's say, daily rolling return now, so some people who are making, let's say, investment for 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, for example, and they want to see the rolling return. They are, for example, I'll take one more example of 1 year, let's say. If anybody is investing for 1 year at any point of time in last 21 years, their total, I mean, observations are 5,200. And in those times, if you'll see Nifty 50 equal weights return is more than 18.5%, while your Nifty 50 is giving only 16% return. Again, which means that you are generating a alpha of 2.5%. That's the time. Not only, I mean, 1 year, even if you are looking at a 10 years rolling period, which is very, I mean, long period. So people, I mean, who are investing in these indices, I mean, for a longer term, for that also, if you will see, the Nifty 50 equal weight is giving you 15.9% return compared to Nifty 50, which is giving you only 14.2% return. So there is still a alpha of 1.68%. And here what we have done, we have taken, I mean, rather than taking the CAGR, we have taken the daily rolling return here. So that's one thing is very, very important to see this data as well. So at any point of time, whether it is 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, at any point of time, if you are seeing, if you are investing in basically Nifty 50 equal weight, you are getting the outperformance. That, I mean, table is clearly showing that. Across all time frame, you can say that your I mean, Nifty 50 equal weight is outperforming. There is another way, I mean, to look at this rolling, I mean, returns analysis. Now, the same, I mean, rolling analysis which we are seeing in the previous slide here, I mean, it is presented in a different way. Let's say, for example, you are investing for 1 year, you are investing for 3 years or 5 years or 10 years. Now let's take an example of 1 year. There are 13 incidents when your Nifty 50 equal weight is outperforming the Nifty 50 out of your 21 years history. So even if somebody is, let's say, investing for a 3 years rolling, then too, I mean, 9 out of 19 times it is doing better. If it is on a 5 years time frame, it is 10 out of 17. And on a 10 years basis, it is 9 out of 12 I mean, basically, what we are trying to say here that Nifty 50 equal weight index has outperformed the Nifty 50 index over various investment time frames, whether it is 1 year, 3 year, or 5 years, 10 years. But ultimately, you are making better return in this index. This one slide is showing you the return risk ratio. Now, I mean, here we have taken, I mean, let's say different time frames are there. I'll just take an example of one time frame. For example, if you will see on a 15 years time frame, basically where your volatility is the same for the Nifty 50 index and Nifty 50. That's the third row, I mean, 15 years, which is showing you the 22.2% and 22.3%. So the volatility is the same. But if you see, I mean, returns are also, I mean, same, I mean, 12.5 and 12.7%, which what this slide is showing. So even if the market, like, let's say, whenever the volatility is, I mean, same, let's say for both the index, but still you are not, I mean, underperforming you, or let's say Nifty 50 equal weight is not underperforming the Nifty 50 index. But at the same time, if you will see, let's say 1 year return, where, I mean, your Nifty 50 equal weight return is almost, I mean, 69%, while Nifty 50 have given only 55%. That's the time when your volatility gap is much more, I mean, compared to, let's say, Nifty 50 equal weight, which is having a volatility of 17% compared to Nifty 50, which is 16.7%. And now if you see the return risk ratio, what is return risk ratio is, I mean, simply return divided by your, I mean, annualized volatility. So here Nifty 50 is giving you return risk ratio of 4.03% compared to Nifty 50, I mean, TRI, which is giving you 3.26%. So overall, I can say that market rally, whenever it is a broad-based rally, Nifty 50 equal weight has a favorable risk reward ratio compared to your Nifty 50 index. Whenever, whether it is a, I mean, basically, you are looking at a short term, whether you are looking at a long term. So most of the time, whenever there is a broad-based market rally, I mean, your reward, I mean, is in a favor of Nifty 50 equal weight. Now, if you look at a sectoral diversification, now Nifty versus, let's say, Nifty 50 equal weight, I'm sure all of you are aware that financial service, which is very heavy weighted in the free float, I mean, Nifty 50 right now, we are having almost, I mean, 37% weight in that. But here, at least, if you see, because you are investing only 2% in each company, your Nifty 50 equal weight index had a balanced sectoral representation as well compared to your Nifty 50, because here in the financial services, though, I mean, more number of stocks are there, but your weightage is only 22% because you are having 11 stocks in the financial services. So compared to, I mean, basically Nifty 50, where your weightage is 37%, you are having only 22%. So overall, I mean, it is much more, I mean, balanced approach here. Even not only that, even, I mean, if you are looking at, let's say, single stock of fertilizer and pesticide, for example, in the free float, you might be having only 0.6% weight, or even, I mean, let's say if you are looking at, I mean, cement, where, I mean, you are having 2.5%, but here, I mean, your representation is much more, I mean, in terms of number of companies. For example, cement is having 3 companies in the Nifty 50 index. So your weightage is 6% that way. So whenever, I mean, let's say, for example, this kind of, I mean, sector will do well, I mean, because when we are talking about broad market rally, that's the time when all your sectors are doing, I mean, better. So you are not missing anything on such sectors as well. Your weightage is much more compared to the free float factor here. And that is why, I mean, your index is, I mean, Nifty 50 equal weight is, I mean, outperforming to the Nifty 50 index. So here we are having balance, I mean, sectoral representation. That's what we are trying to say. This is a slide which is, again, I mean, showing you, I mean, basically what is the difference, I mean, between the, let's say, narrow rally and broad-based rally. So in the narrow rally, there will be some sectors which will be doing better, or let's say selected, I mean, counters, or let's say in the previous slide, we have seen only when only top 10 stocks are doing better. So here, I mean, you can see, I mean, the clear difference between that, like whenever narrow rally is there, your certain stocks are doing good, certain stocks are not doing good. And that is the time, I mean, not necessarily your Nifty 50 equal weight will do better compared to Nifty 50 index. But whenever there is a broad-based rally, which we can see in, for example, 2020 and 21, where all your sectors are doing well, none of the sectors are giving you the negative return. And that's the time, I mean, you can say in other way that there's a considerable recovery across all sectors when all your sectors are doing better. And that's the time when your, I mean, Nifty 50 equal weight will outperform the Nifty 50 index. After a narrow rally of continuous 2-3 years in the recent past, if you can see, I mean, India is always, I mean, entering in the phase of broad-based market rally. And that is, you can say, or in other way, you can say after the major correction, whether it is a 2008, global, market correction, or let's say due to COVID, in the 2020 we have seen. After that, this, index is doing better. Ashok, you are there? Ashok?
Ashok sir, you have to
Ashok, you are
unmute
on mute.
yourself. You are on mute.
Sorry. So we argued and we showed that whenever the rally is broad-based, equal weight does better than the market cap-based index, which is Nifty 50. But now let us understand the fundamentals behind this, why the rally is broad-based. Now, if you see the corporate earnings or Nifty earnings for last 5-6 years, say beginning 2014 till 2020 March, the average growth of Nifty was around 5-6%. Now, in a pandemic year for FY21, to everybody's surprise, the earnings grew by 17%, much higher than the average trajectory for last couple of years. And with the economic outlook improving and corporate profitability also getting supported by the economic outlook, the corporate profitability looks promising going forward, whether it's FY22 or 23 going forward. So basically, India is sort of entering a new trajectory as far as corporate profitability is concerned. And that can be easily seen in the chart before you, that you are seeing that in 14 to 20, so many sectors had a negative profit growth rate. And 2020, for next 3 years, if you see, most of the sectors are having today a positive profit outlook. So this is what we call that the broad basing of the economic recovery, in which each sector, each stock contributes. So for example, which Krishan also explained in earlier presentation, for example, when you go and see a stock which is having a representation of only 0.5% in Nifty 50, maybe a cement stock, maybe a metal stock, and it has doubled with profitability improving in those sectors. Now the doubling of that sector does not move the needle as far as Nifty 50 is concerned, because that is influenced more by the top 5-10 stocks because of their weightages. But in equal weight, you get benefit of that because everything is 2%. So on a reverse side, when a large or heavy weightage stock is underperforming, the impact on Nifty equal weight is less because the weightage is only 2%. So therefore, when the rally or fundamentals are improving on a broad basing basis, automatically equal weight has a potential to deliver slightly better return as compared to Nifty 50 because of the equal representation and their weightages being higher than of those stocks being higher than those in Nifty 50. So that's what we call the broad-based rally, because it is backed by improving fundamentals on the corporate profitability side across the sectors. And therefore, we believe that over next couple of years, with the profit outlook improving, equal weight has a better potential to deliver return as compared to Nifty 50. Over to you, Dagaji. You're on mute, Dagaji.
Yeah. Thanks. So quickly, as Ashok have said, we have made one, slide on the valuation as well. So at this point of time, if you will see the valuation of the Nifty 50 versus, let's say, Nifty 50 equal weight, Nifty 50 equal weight, valuations are much more attractive compared to Nifty 50. On a P basics, for example, 28 times Nifty 50 is trading, while Nifty 50 equal weight is only, 24 times. Similar to, price to book, where it is more than, 4%. 4 times basically on the price to book, while Nifty 50 equal weight is only 3.8%. On the dividend yield basis also, it is much higher compared to 1.26 on the Nifty 50. Here Nifty 50 equal weight is 1.6%. So all these ratios are showing not only fundamentally, as Ashok have explained, that whenever broad-based rally is there, this index will do better. But not only that, even on the valuation front, this Nifty 50 equal weight is looking far better, compared to Nifty 50 index at this point of time. Okay, why Nifty 50 equal weight index at this point of time? Because first of all, I mean, I wanted to tell you this. I mean, index, as I've said in my previous slide also, we are investing 2% in each stock, but you are ultimately taking a exposure in top 50 large cap companies, and this index is a equal weight. So we are ultimately aim to reduce the stock or sector concentration. That's the, I mean, another, I mean, objective here in this index. At the same time, if you see the Nifty equal allocation to the 50 large cap companies, our aim is to, I mean, basically get the growth opportunity, as I mean, Ashok have said in the previous slide also. So whenever, I mean, basically, let's say small sectors or which are having the small weightage in the Nifty 50 index, and those stocks which are doing better in such times, I mean, this index, I mean, will do better. So that's the another objective. This index is ultimately this. It's one more important thing. Automatically, I mean, you are rebalancing every quarter, and you can say in other way you are making a profit booking as well, because let's say some stock which have become, I mean, 2 to 2.5%, you are I mean, again at a quarter end you are bringing down to, I mean, 2%, which means that you are, I mean, making, I mean, 2% weightage again, and you have booked the profit in that. And that's also, I mean, showing you, I mean, I don't know, I mean, in this forum, I mean, there are lots of, I mean, time, I'm sure you will see, I mean, there are some indexes also now, the stock which have not performed better, I mean, people are investing in that, because here, I mean, you are saying ultimately you are, I mean, making a profit booking in those stocks which have already given you the performance, and now you are, I mean, investing in those stocks which have not performed well, I mean, basically in, I mean, last quarter. So not only, I mean, it is doing a auto rebalancing at every quarter end, it is doing a auto profit booking, and that's ultimately we are, I mean, seeing in the results as well. That is why, I mean, this index on a longer period, I mean, if you see whether it is a 21 years period, it is generating 2%, I mean, alpha, which is a great, I mean, alpha, I mean, basically that way. The whole objective here is basically how you make a profit booking on time, and how you are investing in those stocks which have not done better. That's the objective.
Dagaji, this is a very important point on this auto rebalancing or auto profit booking. And therefore, we refer to this strategy as a smart beta variant. Why we are referring to a smart beta variant? Because there is an element of profit booking happening on its own.
Yeah.
Whereas in a Nifty 50, whatever is the market price at the end of the day, that decides the weightages. Here, because of its equal weight, from time to time, profit booking in wherever there's a smart move happening in a stock. Suppose some stock has moved up by 50%, and therefore its weight in the index from 2 to 2.5, it becomes automatically at the quarter end, you will reduce the weightage by 0.5%. That is profit booking happening. And the money which is realized goes in buying stocks which where the weights have fallen below 2%. So it is auto averaging also.
Yeah.
So while auto profit booking and auto averaging, that in my opinion is a very special feature to Nifty equal weight, which is not there in Nifty 50. And therefore it's a differentiated or a smart beta variant of the Nifty 50 that what we are trying to say.
So our objective is basically to, I mean, generate alpha for all of you. I mean, or let's say smart way. I mean, we found, I mean, that you can, I mean, take the advantage of investing in a Nifty 50 equal weight, and then you can, I mean, definitely generate the. And I think this is right time as well. This is a more suitable time for all of you, and I hope, I mean, all of you can generate a alpha.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.